Low testosterone is quietly destroying modern men. It saps energy, erodes physical strength, and kills mental drive before most guys even realize what is happening. Clinical data links diminished testosterone directly to metabolic disasters, increasing the long-term risk of heart disease, diabetes, and osteoporosis. Our daily habits and modern environment are actively working against our biology, causing the systems that regulate our energy to break down. Look at carrying excess weight. Visceral fat cells function essentially as tiny estrogen factories. They steal the body's circulating testosterone and ensure it gets converted into estrogen, giving nothing in return. Through completely sedentary routines, we have turned our own bodies into hostile environments that actively destroy our hormones. The external threats are just as damaging. Our environment is saturated with endocrine disruptors, particularly BPA, a chemical heavily concentrated in everyday plastics and canned goods. Microwaving food in these containers guarantees this invisible BPA leaches directly into your meals, creating a chemical exposure that demonstrably lowers testosterone levels in men. Add to that the modern crisis of chronic sleep deprivation, primarily driven by late-night screen time. This chart shows the direct hormonal impact of sleep loss. Compared to a stable 8-hour baseline, restricting sleep to just 5 hours causes a massive 15% plunge in testosterone production. Unless a man corrects his immediate physical environment and reclaims a consistent sleep schedule, any other strategy to optimize hormones will fail. The clinical antidote requires returning to our evolutionary baseline, and that process has to start the exact moment you wake up. When morning light hits the eyes, it triggers a healthy, immediate release of cortisol, setting the body's natural circadian rhythm for the entire day. This early exposure also spikes dopamine and serotonin, which your brain banks to convert into sleep-inducing melatonin 12 to 14 hours later. Throwing caffeine on top of this natural wake-up cycle disrupts the process. Moving your body first allows your normal morning cortisol rhythm to function exactly as designed. But that movement needs to scale into serious physical exertion. Standard steady-state cardio, like long jogs, does very little to naturally raise your baseline testosterone. Heavy compound lifting and high-intensity interval training consistently outperform lower-weight, longer-duration exercises for hormone optimization. Lifting heavy weights puts extreme stress on the body, severely taxing and overloading the central nervous system. This extreme physical stress forces a biological adaptation. It signals the body that it must synthesize more testosterone to build muscle mass to survive the next training session. By applying calculated physical and environmental stress, you force your body to biologically upgrade itself. Strategic cold exposure provides the final physical trigger for this adaptation. A 1 to 3 minute cold shower directly increases luteinizing hormone, which travels to the testes and stimulates them to ramp up testosterone production. Once you pull these physical triggers, your body requires specific raw materials, the fuel, to actually manufacture the hormone. Dietary fats and cholesterol sourced from whole foods provide the literal molecular foundation. The body breaks down these structures, rearranging them to build testosterone molecules. Vitamin D acts as an essential cofactor in this manufacturing process, yet a vast majority of modern men live their lives severely deficient in it. And despite persistent internet rumors, consuming soy does not suppress this process. The data from 47 distinct clinical studies shows zero negative effect on testosterone levels from soy consumption. Proper hormone production requires feeding your system raw, factory unaltered biological materials. The human endocrine system is highly complex, but keeping it optimized every day comes down to a simple, overlapping routine. It starts by waking up immediately. No snooze button and absolutely no phone screens, keeping your brain out of a reactive, high-stress state. Next, you rehydrate a sleep-deprived system with 16 ounces of water and salt before ever touching a cup of coffee. Then, take a brief outdoor walk in the morning. This simultaneously stacks light physical movement with direct, unfiltered sunlight exposure. Follow that with a brief cold shower. The thermal shock of that chaotic splash acts as a rapid, natural physiological awakening for internal hormone production. Finally, consume a whole food breakfast rich in protein and healthy fats to supply the exact nutrients required for the day's hormone synthesis. By stacking these specific habits, a man can complete a total foundational endocrine reboot in under 45 minutes every single morning. From ultra-processed foods to the constant glow of blue light screens, the modern world is engineered to weaken human biology. Reversing low testosterone does not require gimmicks or shady supplements. It requires a strict return to our evolutionary baseline. Taking control of your mornings, your nutrition, and your environment provides the essential biological foundation for sustained performance.